When I'm tired of talking, I'll start speaking power, and heaven will back it up. As I'm standing now, if I begin to give commands, things will begin to happen. It's not because of the suit I'm wearing, it's because I'm an ambassador. When I talk, heaven validates it. I wish some of you do a bit of study. Arrest an American and see what will happen. Arrest one. Somebody came to Nigeria the other time who had relationship with us, and they were kidnapped. Before we knew what was happening, the brother reported to the embassy, and the first question they asked was that when she came to Nigeria, did she identify herself with the embassy? They said yes. That was all. Go and relax. Before I knew what was happening, FBI called me. Before I knew what was happening, CIA called me, and they put me on a group. They said, give us all the details that you know about this person and the event. Before I knew what was happening, they had networked all the intelligence forces. For one person, one American, you can deploy this level of force for one person. Yes. But you see, I know better. I didn't wait for them. I called all my leaders and intercessors. I said, we do have a headquarters. If American government is this fast, then there is a superior government. And I said, we won't stop praying until they are released. We started praying. In 30 minutes, I saw a vision. They were testifying in church on Sunday. And I called my people. I said, it's done. Sir, in 3 days they came out. This lady was pregnant. And she was in her first trimester. That's the most dangerous time. She should have lost that pregnancy. Walking in the forest. But she came out untouched. The queen has been born. Heaven responded before American embassy. I told you about America so that you see the level of value they place on their citizens and the powers they can release. For an ordinary citizen, that's not American ambassador, that is a citizen. If America can do that much, imagine you, who is not just a citizen of heaven, but the ambassador of heaven. If Satan touch you, here we have another visitation. You don't just know who you are. They tell you are finished. He said there's no enchantment against Jacob. There's no divination against Israel. If you like enchant, it will not work. He didn't say Jacob pray about it. He said there's no enchantment. There's a superior law. He said when they went from kingdom to kingdom, God gave a commandment. Touch not my anointed. Do my prophets no harm. He wasn't talking about the prophets alone. He was talking about every Israelite. They are anointed. Until today, an Israeli person knows who he is. The Israeli ambassador was speaking recently to the United Nations, and he said, we are the eternal people. We are the eternal people. That's a man talking at United Nations. We are the eternal people. He said, we will never finish. No nation has been attacked or buffeted like Israel, but they can't finish. They have an identity. Israel was dispersed from their land for over 2,000 years. 2,000 years, Israel didn't have a country. They were scattered across the nations because they were hunting them to kill. Adolf Hitler alone killed 6 million Jews. After 2,000 years, all of them came back. Their language was intact. Nobody forgot the language. Language was intact. And they returned to their fatherland and forced their enemies to give way. When they asked them, how do you come to that nation? They said, Exodus chapter. God told us it's our land. If you like, do everything you can. You can't kill them. And they are bold about it. We are the eternal people. Recently, the Prime Minister said, even if America choose not to support us, he said, we will fight with our fingers. And they say, hear me, we have more than our fingers. Do you know their population? 12 million. Yet no nation can defeat them. Our own country, we're over 200 million, but we don't have identity. Even the one we have in the national anthem, we don't know it. How can 12 million people shake the world? They are sitting in between 6 nations. There was a time, 1947, 48, all the 6 nations rose up against them. They couldn't destroy them. They call it the 6-Day War. They defeated all the nations surrounding them. until some of them are forced now to have diplomatic ties because of identity. And you are here, you are the son of God, you are the witness of God, you are the ambassador of heaven, and you say, oh, I don't want that demon, I don't want that herbalist, which herbalist? If they carry your name to that shrine will catch fire. If they cross you, they will go down. If they catch you, they will be finished. Parina, Sonda Faka, Zakataya.